OneDrive to rule them all. On today's broadcast, why did Microsoft rebrand several of its services, and how might it change the tools that you use? How one large RIA's technology change created a time savings of over 40%, and a new collaboration hopes to eliminate concerns over support for one Salesforce overlay provider. So get ready, FPPad Bits and Bytes begins now. Hey everyone, I'm Bill Winneberg, and thank you for joining me for this week's Technology News broadcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Total Rebalance Expert, the industry's largest privately owned portfolio rebalancing software provider. Designed by well-known CPA Cheryl Rowling, TRX features tax-efficient rebalancing, an easy-to-use interface, and more, all at an affordable price. Learn how you can gain a $500,000 return on your technology investment by downloading their latest white paper at fppad.com/TRX. Now, occasionally I get feedback that I don't pay enough attention to Microsoft, so Mike, this week's lead story is just for you. The world's largest software company just announced the rebranding of several of its product lines, beginning with its free web-based versions of Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, formerly known as Office Web Apps. The company acknowledged that using the word apps led to some confusion among its customers, as many assumed that native Office apps for iOS and Android were available. So now Microsoft is referring to the web-based tools as Office Online. While this move hopefully will clear up confusion over the different versions of Office available, no new features were released to coincide with the rebranding. Office Online will continue to store files in the cloud, which leads me to the second story about Microsoft. Microsoft's answer to online storage services like Dropbox, Box, and Google Drive has been SkyDrive, but this week the company rebranded SkyDrive to OneDrive due to a legal dispute over the use of the word Sky. Unlike the Office Online name change, OneDrive's launch did come with a series of new features. OneDrive users can now automatically upload photos from their Android devices, which previously was only supported on iOS and Windows Phone. Online collaboration has also improved, as real-time editing in Office 365 documents is now done character by character. And subscriptions to OneDrive are now available on a monthly basis, in addition to the annual subscription previously required under SkyDrive. And rounding out the Microsoft trifecta this week, the company announced that e-signature support will be coming to Office 365 users through a new partnership with DocuSign. Expected to roll out in March, Office 365 users will be able to submit and sign documents using DocuSign without leaving their Microsoft applications. So if you use Microsoft documents for your internal client agreements and disclosure materials, the DocuSign integration should help you further streamline the e-signature process as you complete the onboarding of new clients. For more information on the updates to Microsoft's product lines, be sure to visit fppad.com/121 for all of the links. Next up is a fascinating case study from a large RIA about its search for a robust electronic document management solution. At last week's T3 conference, Jim Anderson of CLS Investments highlighted the firm's approach to converting from IBM FileNet, its legacy content management system, over to a new implementation with Laserfiche. The RIA, which manages more than $5 billion in assets, migrated over 1.5 million documents into Laserfiche, and Anderson estimated that in the first year alone, the firm has realized a time savings of roughly 40%. There's a lot more to the story, including a time Anderson said everyone acted as if their hair was on fire, so be sure to get the link to read all the details. And finally, many of you who use Salesforce for your CRM might be familiar with AppCrown, the financial services technology provider built on the Salesforce.com platform. In prior years, AppCrown received criticism for failing to provide adequate support to its users who were implementing Salesforce in their business. So to beef up its support, AppCrown just announced a new collaboration with Emphasis, a global service and solution provider owned by HP. It remains to be seen how the collaboration with Emphasis will improve AppCrown's support of its financial advisor users, but if concerns about support have stalled your implementation plans, it might be time to reconsider whether AppCrown's version of Salesforce could be a potential solution for you. For more details on the collaboration, as well as information on all of this week's top stories, visit fppad.com/121 for the links. Remember, Bits and Bytes exists because of the support of our sponsors. So visit Total Rebalance Expert to learn how their rebalancing software can create a return on investment of $500,000 for your business. Visit fppad.com/TRX for more information. So what's your experience been like with the online office applications? Do they work seamlessly or are they a huge pain? I want to know. Send me a message on Twitter using @BillWinterberg or search for me on Google+. For FPPad.com, I'm Bill Winterberg. See you next time. Office 365 users will be able to submit and this is going too fast. Slow it down, please. So if you use Microsoft Documents for your internal climate agreements, not climate, client. I can't do it. A little too fast. OneDrive? It sounds like Lord of the Rings.